We were incredibly safe the entire way. We didn't stop anywhere. We didn't go in anywhere. We just sand, water, home. Well, not home yet because we haven't made it back yet. But yeah, it was alarming to see how many people weren't doing that. However, we kept our distance and we're just in our same family unit. So it was really, really nice at the beach. We're headed back to do some camping for Dee's birthday. Send a happy birthday to Dee, and let's get on with our day. Change of scenery. Obviously, we are in the forest now. We are camping for Dee's birthday. Again, we're just keeping it to the family, so it's a little bit of a different birthday this year, but it's still been lots and lots of fun. I am just going to be taking today pretty much to celebrate Dee, so I won't get much done or have many more updates for you. I will say that what I will be reading through this weekend is just Rage of Dragons. I'm going to, on Monday, start The Dragon Pearl by Yoon-ha Lee, I believe the author's name is. That one I am really excited for. First off, because it legitimately has dragons in it. Second off, because it's dragons in space. Third off, it's a middle grade, and I have been craving a middle grade. I think it'll be really, really interesting to have Rage of Dragons and Dragon Pearl in the same week, but maybe they'll balance each other out. I hope that everyone enjoyed the live show that Soleil and Madison had this morning with the drive and Dee's birthday. There's just not any time for it, so I hope you guys had lots of fun, and I was so impressed with Madison's dragon makeup. In 10 minutes, Madison? Are you kidding me? So I am feeling a little bit of FOMO at missing Madison being otherworldly, but I did catch a little snippet of it, and I'm gonna watch it back later, which you can too. I'll leave the link for it. It was on Soleil's channel down below. I'm gonna go wander through the forest now, because that's what I do. Okay, so I am finally home, and I'm definitely going to relax a little bit. I did read more of Rage of Dragons, and it's still going really well. There is more romance in it than I thought there would be, in a good way. I thought this was pretty much going to be a zero romance book, but there's like a spark, a love interest. There's a thing. That was a nice surprise for me, because I was fully willing and welcoming the idea of reading a book just entirely based off of blood and gore. This book is so good. I would really be surprised if I didn't end up giving this a 5 stars. Again, not even at the 50% mark. I've just been enjoying myself along the way so much. I'm going to start Dragon Pearl tomorrow, and yeah, it was really nice to just read one book for a day, but I can't keep that up because there are too many books to get through. Oh. That's lovely. Also today, I got a message from Sarah at Novel Sarah-ndipity. She is also part of the JET program, which is the Japanese exchange teaching program that I am going on. Everything's at a halt right now, so we've had each other to kind of bounce our feelings off of, be stressed together. But her Japanese consulate is having like an orientation and like info session that's happening as a seminar all day today. So I'm going to hop on that because she is allowing me to pretty much just be stuck on her phone while we watch the seminar together. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that. It's nice to do something, even if it's not technically moving anything forward. It's nice to just do something and remember that I am part of this program and that I am eventually going to Japan. Tomorrow is a cleaning day. My room is a disaster. I also need to get ready to unhaul some stuff, not just books, but everything, because regardless if we are going to Japan in November, December, or if we have to wait for next year, we are still moving into a small apartment to wait come January, so I still need to be downsizing. I still need to do things. I need to gain some traction again. I know I don't sound like a lot of fun. I'm really sorry about that, but I will be having some new videos coming out throughout the rest of the month that I'm really excited for. I'm working on a forest video where I want to give recommendations based off of like forests and like sentient forests. Very excited for that. Gonna do a contemporary recommendations and then an unhaul. I also have one of my Japan vlogs that I'm just gonna toss out randomly at some point too. Yeah, there's fun stuff coming. It's just not right now. Right now I'm gonna watch a seminar and declutter my house. Not very exciting, but I will tune in as soon as things get interesting. Okay, so I am updating again at the end of the night with horrible lighting. 2 days in a row. Who lie. Actually, this is pretty on brand, so I am myself. All right, so I got a lot of stuff done. I got actually everything but the fun stuff checked off of my list. I cleaned and organized, I decluttered, I unhauled, I moved things, I moved furniture, I moved mountains. I did a lot of stuff today. And the entire time I was cleaning, not vlogging, not doing the fun stuff, I was listening to the Dragon Pearl. And I am about 40, check Goodreads, 43% of the way through Dragon Pearl. I am listening to it on audiobook and I am really enjoying it. It's super cute and very lighthearted. It's a really easy read, despite it being like a sci-fi with a whole bunch of different species and rules and sci-fi lingo. It's really easy to follow. It's really fun. I do want to point out though that while it is middle grade, there were some things that stood out to me as not typical of a middle grade, and that doesn't mean it's bad or wrong. It's just something where I would want to make note of it in case you are either a middle schooler or a parent of a middle schooler and you are deciding whether that's something you are looking for. So Mean, our main character, is very mischievous, but that makes sense because she is a fox. She is caught lying quite a bit, and so far it's been her trying to get to her brother. Her brother is being investigated for running away from the military academy that he was at. He was a cadet there, and she found his note to be super suspicious, so she went after him to try and figure out what was going on, and she has made quite a few irrational, very typical young teenage decisions. Some of them a little bit more irrational than others, I will say. First off, something awesome that I want to make note of is that it had a lot of normalization of non-binary representation. There are different guards and people in power are wearing badges and stuff like that, and it's been noted that they have non-binary insignia and they have gender neutral pronouns, so that was really cool. I'm glad that that's normalized and in a middle grade. I think that's really exciting. Also, I'm sorry, I promise I don't have yellow teeth. This lighting is so bad, but I don't have more lighting for you. And it's dark outside. This is it. I think that that is really cool, and I want to see more of that in middle grade and young adult books. Gender is not something that's always figured out as an adult. That is super exciting. Very much so liked that. Some other things that were in it where I figured I would point it out was that there is a huge scene with gambling and alcohol, and it references types of addiction having to do with both gambling and alcohol. I would say that it's not necessarily challenged, it's just put in a more negative light so that, you know, it's not great, but it is definitely referenced heavily in there, as well as themes of death. There are ghosts in this book. This book has everything. Let me say that. This book has everything and there are ghosts, but you are going to get themes and conversations surrounding death and afterlife, what it means to feel guilty or place blame upon yourself, having to deal with that death. But otherwise, it's really, really fun. I guess I would consider the plot a bit scattered and a bit messy at the beginning, but I feel like we're on track right now. We're at a military academy and we're learning military academy stuff. It's been a journey and I am pretty far through, so I'm pretty happy with myself there. I'm going to take a break. I am watching TV shows. No, this update's not over. I spent the whole day not updating you, so now here we are. I stole Soleil from Little Reader's Corner's watch list. She has a million different TV show recommendations and she keeps track of her own shows that she's watching and where she's at and all of that stuff. So I stole her list because I don't have that kind of list and sorted through it, picked things I was interested in. I watched the first episode of Blood and Water. This is super good. I really like this show. I'm definitely continuing it. It takes place at a South African boarding school, and honestly, that was one of the best pilots I've ever watched. 100%, I can see why this show is picked up. I expect it to last longer. It is rated MA for mature on Netflix. Yeah, that's good stuff. If you're not watching that one, that's a good one. If you're a fan of like Pretty Little Liars, Gossip Girl, that kind of high class, high society, it's just really good. I then tried out Katie Keene, which I think is just on the CW app, and that is really light, fun, and cute. Speaking of Pretty Little Liars, the main character is Aria from Pretty Little Liars, but it's a really fun, cute show about a whole bunch of people in New York. I really like where it's going, and it was super light and fun. It'll definitely be my like fallback show when these other two shows kick me in the pants. And then I watched the first episode of 4 Weddings and a Funeral. is not the movie, but like it's a TV show that just came out. I think it's on Hulu. I'm just trying to keep track here. It started off a bit rocky. I wasn't as interested in it, but as I connected with each character and like kind of got the layout, very character driven, I am guessing. I don't know much about the plot yet. I'm really enjoying it. It has a really great cast of characters, and I like them all individually, or at least I'm interested in them. Actually was going to start another show to see if I wanted to watch it, but these three feel really good to me, so I'm just gonna stick with these three and cycle through them, and then I can revisit the list later once I run out of show. So I'm actually gonna continue watching 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and then I don't know. It's a boring day, guys. I'll check back in if anything interesting happens, but I truly doubt that. Guys, I forgot about the funeral part of 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I just cried to Soleil because I needed some assistance with my feelings. I had just got done telling her who my favorite character was. I can't say anything because it's spoiling it, but the title's 4 Weddings and a Funeral, so put it together. I ordered myself some boba. I'm gonna keep watching.
One of the things that made me angry. Looks in good spirit. Is your...
Well, I just filmed 3 videos. I did an unhaul. I did, what else did I do? Oh, I did the mid-year freakout tag. That was hours ago. I also filmed the intro and the outro for Gujo Village, which is my prepare for Japan videos. So that means that I have pre-filmed videos that I can edit like today and through the weekend, so that I have videos coming out for the rest of DraconAthon, because I did not prepare properly. Nobody's surprised. I'm definitely not. So many books that I just talked about. My brain is kind of crumbling in my head. I think I need food. So I'm gonna do that after I guess I clean up all of these books. Some of them I put away, but yeah, it's like there's piles. I hate cleaning. I feel like I'm always doing it too. Gonna go eat some food, read some Rage of Dragons, and then I'll give you more thoughts. Yes, this is yesterday's makeup. No, I didn't update you guys when I said I was going to. I don't know what is going on. It's the next day, by the way, in case you need context to why I am so disappointed and look so bedraggled. I'm just having such a hard time updating, and I don't know exactly what's causing it, except for that it needs to stop because I'm vlogging weekly. Sorry I look terrifying. Sorry I didn't update. Sorry this vlog is most likely going to suck. Okay, I promise, pinky swear on Ima that I will update you again. I'm gonna be doing sprints in about an hour, so it'll work out perfectly. I'll actually get reading done. I'll read Rage of Dragons. It's gonna be fine. So intense, man. I mean, there's like a fight scene every chapter. I'm still somehow, every time something happens where I'm like, oh my god, I'm surprised every single time. It's really good. This is an intense read. I couldn't even believe what I was reading as I was reading it. Oof. So I'm in a subchapter of chapter 8 called Murderer. The scene right before this chapter started was mind-blowingly horrific. It went from 0 to 10 real quick. It was like status quo, and then it not status quo. This book is not status quo. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm doing sprints, so I have to waddle my body over. Sprinting is hard because I actually technically have to finish what I'm doing with a minute left so that I can write something after being like, okay, it's over. But I have have to have it so that there's a minute to go, otherwise I don't get back in time. It's a thing. I've had to figure out a system, and if I give myself 1 minute, so for every 15-minute sprints, I only get to read 14 minutes, sometimes 13 minutes because I have to write the sprint to start the sprint. I hope everyone's having a good time because my brain is fried. It's starting to get to the point where the bigger half is what I've read and the smaller half is what I have left, and I do not want that. I don't want this to end. There's so much more that needs to happen. I need more. I know the next book is coming out. I'm gonna try not to sound desperate here and just finish my chapter. We have about 5 more minutes left of sprints, and then I think I'm done for the night. I'm really curious to hear, because there's so many people doing the readathon, people doing other readathons, read-along specifically for this book. I cannot wait to hear what other people are thinking because I love it so much. I'm wondering if I have like blinders on and I'm missing things that are important. All of the blue tabbing on here are potential trigger warnings. I guess I could go over that really quick. So I just have these. I don't actually like the highlighty colors. I think I'll get a different set next time because it was hard for me to really determine how I felt about some of these different colors, but I made it work. So we have pink for like flirty, cutie, romantic, anything like that. This book actually has quite a few of those little moments hidden in there. The blue are potential trigger warnings or things that I find incredibly like sad or disturbing. The green is for world building and monsters and dragons, things like that. Anything that is of the larger world or helps me understand the world better that I can refer back to. Purple are my favorite moments because purple are my favorite colors. So pretty much I just have a whole bunch of fight scenes picked out, but there's a couple quotes in there too. And then finally the orange, I did not know what to do with. Those ended up being really intense emotions from me, either anger, sadness, or if I thought something was funny, happiness, anything where it got a reaction out of me physically, I marked with orange. I don't think I could tab every book. To the people who continuously tab all of their books, I am so proud of you. You are doing something very impressive. This is exhausting. Really, like, I love looking back. I've actually already had a few moments where I've gone back to find it, so it's like totally worth it, but exhausting. Well, I haven't read anything today. I know, I'm on a roll here this week, but I found out that my favorite band, or one of my top favorite bands for sure, Glass Animals, came out last week. I completely missed it, so I went ahead and listened to their whole new album, Dreamland, which was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I think I still like their second album, How to Be Human, better, but yeah, there were some favorites on there. I don't know if you guys listen to Glass Animals or anything like that, or even care what my music taste is. Glass Animals is one of my favorites. My favorite songs from Being Human is Youth, Season 2, Episode 3, and Pork Soda. I mean, I love that album, like, it's in its entirety, so I technically like all of the songs. Those are my 3 favorites, and Season 2, Episode 3 is my all-time favorite. It's like my theme song. So from their new album, not that anyone might even be interested, my favorite songs were Waterfalls coming out, Your Love, Deja Vu, I really liked that one, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast was really fun as well. All 3 of those were like, I think the ones that stood out to me most. There was another one that made me sad. It was also incredibly loud. Yeah, that one made me really sad, but I also really liked it. So that's what I've been doing because I listened to the new album, then I got into the mood for the older albums, then I listened to all 3, and that's all I've done today is listen to Glass Animals. Rocky start to, I think it's the last day of my vlog because it has to be up in the morning, but there are intense things happening in Rage of Dragons right now. Yes, the entire book is intense. I'm fully aware, but the intense things that are happening right now are very much so like I can tell that the plot is again shifting. There's a change in the wind, a change in direction, and yeah, I think things are slowly coming together. There was a couple big reveals and some really cool background on like folklore and like their world that was really neat. And I feel like the second half is gonna go really quickly. I was supposed to make this last the entire month, and I would be surprised if I didn't have it finished by the end of the weekend. I'm gonna try and slow down, but it's also really hard. And then, I mean, if I finish it, then like that's good, right? that is the point I'm telling myself. So, oh, I also got in the mail. I'm gonna try and hold it up with one hand because I don't have my tripod out here. I got a face mask. Yes, welcome to the apocalypse. I got a face mask that I'm excited about, but specifically, I'm setting you down in the grass for a second. Specifically because, what a horrible angle. It's a Touch of Whimsy face mask. So I got a Touch of Whimsy face mask. If you don't know what Touch of Whimsy is, it is a book club hosted by Kaylin and Lexi. They do really cute middle grade reads. They're doing them like all the time. I don't know their schedule. They read Howl's Moving Castle, Tuck Everlasting. The one that I think that they are currently reading or is happening next month is ooh, a centipede! Or what is that? Hold on, he's so cool. He crawled right under my foot. Oh, there he is. Look at that majestic little bean. Neat! If you know what he is, tell me, because I know a lot of different bugs, but I don't know what he is, except for that he's cute. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Touch of Whimsy. They're doing really cool things, and there's a book that's coming out that they're going to be doing that I'm super, super pumped for. If you like middle grades or just like happiness, you should check out their book club. I will leave a link for it down below. I'm gonna go finally halfway through the day read now, and then I'm going to edit the crap out of this vlog because I have not done a thing. It's been on my to-do list every single day, and it's the only thing that hasn't been checked off, so. Woo! Yeah, okay, so I have been editing most of today and then the night. I am also speaking really quickly because Soleil and I are seeing who can make their vlog shorter and who can get their vlog up fastest. Here I am, speaking really quickly. I still have about an hour of the Dragon Pearl left, but tomorrow, your tomorrow if you're watching this on time, is Saturday, and we are going to be doing a live show with Sprints, so please join us for our live show on Saturday. I also will be announcing a giveaway on the live, so you want to make sure you watch it. You only know that if you watch through the end of my vlog, so congratulations. You have a heads up that there's going to be a giveaway announcement on the live show, and you'll figure out how that works once you're there. And we're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna do sprints. It's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to this live, and I'm really looking forward to getting some sleep. So I hope you are enjoying the sun or more stars wherever you are, and until next time, bye!